It is totally possible to get into a place where you're manifesting super fast and things are just coming at you really rapidly. While most people would think that manifesting quickly is a good thing, there is such a thing as manifesting too fast. It can cause people to freak out. It can cause them to totally lose their mojo, and it can cause them to crash and burn. So if you are into the law of attraction, you definitely want to watch today's video so that you are prepared for these fast manifestations and they don't chew you up and spit you out. Now, today's video is actually courtesy of my husband. He had the idea for today's video and he mentioned it to me because we've been going through a phase recently where just lots of material manifestations have been coming in, quite a few. There was a time not that long ago that when I sped up my manifestation, it would chew me up and spit me out. I would crash and burn. I'd totally lose my mojo. It would throw me off. And I'm curious, has this ever happened to you? Have you ever gotten onto a manifesting streak and then started to freak out and crashed and burned? If so, please go ahead and share your story with me below in the comments so that other people can see this dynamic, because again, it's great to manifest quickly, but it's very common that people can freak out when things start going too well and totally lose their manifesting mojo. So the reason why this is a common occurrence when people get really good at manifesting is that it has everything to do with maintaining ease and control. And so an analogy that I like to use when it comes to manifesting is that manifesting your desires is a lot like surfing. It's a lot like surfing. I happen to live near Cocoa Beach in Florida, which is a surfing town, so I'm going to use surfing as an analogy because it's on my brain. Manifesting is a lot like surfing. You know, what happens is you get yourself in a place where you're steady, you're expecting good things, and then a wave will come and pick you up and carry you. You know, maybe you'll get that promotion, or maybe you'll get a new car, maybe you'll get a new relationship, but it picks you up and it carries you. And so long as the waves are, by your definition, small, they're pretty easy to manage. So I think about it like on a day, sometimes we have a day out here where the water's kind of calm, the waves are rolling in, they're not huge waves, they're not rapid waves, but they're nice, small, steady waves. And so there's lots of kids out here that go to like surfing school. So little 7, 6, 8-year-old kids that are out there, and they do really well on those days because they can get steady, they've got nice control, and those waves will pick them up and take them. Now that's what your normal, everyday manifesting is. You're manifesting everything in your life, by the way, not just your desires, but everything that's coming to you is a product of what's going on up here. And so long as things are kind of predictable and slow, you can maintain control. But you know, if we have a day out on Cocoa Beach, like maybe it's a day right before a hurricane, if you've ever seen that before, those waves are crazy. They're huge, and there's one just coming after one, after another, after another, after another. You're not gonna take the little kids in surfing school out there on those days. Some people go, like the really good surfers, they get out there and go. But the little kids and the new surfers, they're not gonna go out there. You know, why? Why is that? Well, they can't maintain control on those waves. Those waves are coming really fast, really big. I don't know, have you ever been tossed by a big wave? I know I have, out on Cocoa Beach, and it is absolutely terrifying. When you get tossed by a big wave, it pummels you. It pummels you straight to the ground. You're scared for your life. This is the experience that happens for people when they get themselves in that zone where all of a sudden they're attracting a lot of new things very quickly, very rapidly. It's like we just rolled you out to Cocoa Beach and you're trying to surf on a crazy day like that. Now that being said, there are people who can surf on days like that. You know, I don't know if you know this, but Kelly Slater, he's a really famous surfer, and he surfed down at Cocoa Beach. He's from around here, and I guarantee he went out there on those hurricane days and he was able to get out there and surf. And just like Kelly Slater could surf a wave on a hurricane day in Cocoa Beach, you can be the kind of manifester that can get out there and take really strong, really rapid waves. But the trick is you have to maintain control. You have to maintain ease. What happens to so many people is that when the waves start rolling and the manifestations start coming, you're getting a job, you're getting a career, you're getting this, you're getting that, this is happening, that is happening. Instead of staying nice and centered on your board and letting it happen and rolling with it, very frequently we will freak out. We start, oh my goodness, this is too much, this is crazy. And instead of staying steady on the board, we're wobbling, we're shaking, and we're much more vulnerable to get tossed and toppled by those waves. So I did want to give you a few real life examples of how this can play out, just to give you an idea of, what kind of energy we're talking about here. And maybe you've experienced one of these. And if you have, let me know. I'd love to hear your story. The first one is one that I've had before. So raise your hand if you've had this before. Have you ever had a whirlwind romance, right? Where you met somebody and it just started going real quick. You started hanging out with them every day. You guys got real close, real fast. You fell in love very, very quickly. And before you even know what hit you, the relationship was over and you were left heartbroken and alone and crying, okay? That's an example of manifesting too fast and not maintaining control. It happens all the time. Have you ever heard of like an entrepreneur or a business that blows up really quickly, but too quickly for them to manage? Like they don't have the infrastructure, maybe they don't have the cash reserves, they're not ready for all the new business, and just as quickly as they blow up, they go bankrupt and they go insolvent and they're no longer anywhere to be found. That's an example of manifesting too fast and not keeping your stable footing. Or maybe you've heard of the one-hit wonder or the lottery winner who suddenly shot into wealth or shot into fame very quickly, but they were unable to sustain it. And just as quick as they went up, they lost all their money, they lost all their fame, and they were back to being where they were initially. That's an example of manifesting too fast and not maintaining your stability. So you can have a meteoric rise. You can have this romance that really gets going, or this business that really blows up, or these great things that are really happening. And it's totally possible for you to stay grounded and for you to continue to reap the benefits without falling off of your board and getting toppled. And so I have a couple remedies for you. But first, if you enjoy law of attraction advice that teaches you how to get the things that you want, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out video content like this every single week, and I know you will enjoy coming along for the ride. All right, but let's go ahead and get into these remedies. So when you start manifesting, you start ramping up your momentum. We want to keep you on your surfboard like Kelly Slater so you can keep riding those waves, those big waves. They can keep rolling, they can keep coming, and you don't get toppled. I have 3 things that I have habituated over the years that have made a huge difference in my ability to maintain momentum so that I can keep manifesting things without getting kicked out of the magic. All right, now the first one is super easy. I mean, it's so silly, but it works. Watch your breathing. Watch your breathing. You will notice that if things start manifesting quicker than what you're comfortable, one of the first tells is you're going to start breathing more shallowly, and you're not going to be breathing calmly. So you may start to have these moments of anxiety that pop up, like, oh my goodness, this is too much for me, this is too big, this is going too fast. And when that happens, automatically, you're going to start breathing quickly. So when you feel that feeling, or when you think that thought that this is going too quickly, immediately just slow down your breathing. Nice, slow, deep breaths. And keep doing that whenever you find yourself thinking, this is going too fast, I'm manifesting too quickly, this is too big, can I handle this? Is this gonna work? Am I gonna lose everything? When those thoughts start coming up, immediately just start breathing nice and slow. Now, if you practice this every time you have those thoughts, it will become automatic. and you will automatically start to slow down your breathing and regain some of your stability on the board, because through the law of attraction, this is a vibrational game. You've got to stay nice, calm, steady, and in the flow. So whenever you have an anxious thought, remind yourself to slow down your breathing, and do that every single time. The second part of this remedy to continuing to roll with your fast manifestations without getting kicked off and toppled by a wave and slammed into the ocean floor is to mind your movement. Mind your movement. This is another thing. When people start to get anxious, when they start to get stressed that things are going too quickly, they lose their movement stability. So you will start to see them rushing around. You'll start to see them fidgeting. You'll start to see them, moving through things just too quickly. And so this one's a game changer. I mean, it really is a game changer. Train yourself to move deliberately. Whenever you find yourself rushing or speeding through, that's a really good sign that your energy is getting out of whack. And so you want to slow down. Slow down, take slower steps, speak calmer, speak at a more steady pace. If you're doing something even if you're writing, this was one thing that I've had to train myself, is that I would write frantically and my handwriting would be absolutely atrocious. So now, take my time, get it written out properly. A lot of times people think they got to move faster to keep up with their manifestations. No, if the manifestation is moving quickly, you need to be more steady. You need to be more calm. You need to be more on top of it than you ordinarily would. So moving a little bit slower will help you regain control during those times that you're getting all those manifestations that you want, and will enable you to stay up to speed. Now for another hack here, for this remedy, use music. I love using music. Music is one of my favorite manifesting tools for adjusting my vibrational state. Again, when things are coming fast and you start to freak out that it's coming too fast, it's going too fast, am I going to screw this up? Is it not going to work out? You can use music to dial you back down. And so something I've talked about a lot on my channel is creating playlists. You could do Spotify playlists. I use Apple Music, and I've just got all these different playlists that are for different types of vibrational states that I want to be in. So I've got one for being happy. I've got one for, if I'm at the gym and I really want to crank things out and I want to be high energy. And I've got one that's a slow playlist. The slow playlist is designed to bring me back to center and get me more in a centered state. I like to put songs that are like lounge music. You could put perhaps classical music. Some classical music works, some does not. Jazz can be good. You can find like bossa nova. Is that right? There's all these types of songs that are slower and more soothing. And if you don't have a playlist like this, if you don't, go out and make yourself one. Find a list of songs that you like that get you calm and relaxed. And that's like your vibrational slow down dial. So when you feel yourself getting frantic, when you're stressing out that things are coming too quick, just plug that in and it will immediately adjust your vibration back into that steady state where you can ride the wave. Now, I do all three of these things habitually. And so now, we've had this time where my husband's like, wow, you really should make a video on manifesting too fast, because he thinks I'm manifesting too fast. It's a little much for him. But I'm able to stay steady because I've habituated these three things. So I really want you to try that out. And I do have a quick announcement for those of you who follow my work who are either business owners or aspiring entrepreneurs. If you would like some help with your mindset in business so that you can roll with the punches and you can scale your business without getting freaked out, if you would like to be able to be in a position where you're attracting more clients on a consistent basis, using the law of attraction to manifest your business success and catapult yourself into being a master salesperson of your products and your services, again, while keeping steady and allowing this to come without toppling you, I am working on currently a business course. I've been asked to do a business course, and so I've been working on it. I'm including all of the great stuff that's helped me scale my business, and trust me, when I started business, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So I've had to really piece together all of this knowledge through the law of attraction as I've been going, and I'm super excited to share it with you guys. It is not ready yet, but if you would like to get on the list to be notified when that course goes live, please make sure to go ahead and look below in the description for a link. I will probably be opening it up at 50% off for an introductory rate. And so if you're interested, definitely sign up, because I'll send you that code to get that discount during that first week when the product first opens. So again, make sure to go ahead and look below in the description for the link if you are either a business owner or an aspiring entrepreneur who is interested in the law of attraction. And also, if you are new to my work here and you're just interested in the law of attraction in general, I would love to invite you to take my law of attraction test. If you would like to know for sure that you are the one creating your reality and everything around you is going on because you thought of it first here, I've designed a very simple 5-minute test where you can put something out and watch it come back. And to take that test now, please go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that link is manifestingtest.com. I will also go ahead and put it below in the description for you, but manifestingtest.com is the direct link. Thanks so much for watching today's video on what to do when you're thinking, help, I'm manifesting too fast. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Bye-bye.